This is the fourth review of the Old Guys. I should have come up with a better name. The Old Guys Gentleman Flippers collection. And what I'm about to review now, it's actually going to be three knives of the same family. It's a ZT-0450 flipper. It's one of my favorite knives, and then we go through, why I like it and what it is about the knife. I think the number one thing that I like is the action, the flipping action. And it's a little tricky. This is a little bit one of the downsides because the lock is right there. Luckily, the clip braces up against the scale of or case of the knife and doesn't hit the lock bar, because if any part of your finger touches that lock bar, like if I had this finger right there, that won't open, but that will. And it's a pretty blade, pretty handle, and it also closes really well with a flick. Some other things I like about the knife are just a little bit of color. Wouldn't mind having some more of stuff like this, but these little spaces in the back are, I think, I don't know what material they are, but they're anodized red. It has the KVT ball bearing system, which is a bunch of little ball bearings in a raceway. It's a little bit longer than the knives that I tend to carry or like, but it doesn't bother me because I like the look and the action of it. But if you're in a library or a bank or a restaurant and you pop one of these out, you're probably going to get a few stares. And maybe I'm probably being too sensitive, because probably even most knives out there are longer than this and scarier than this. Some other things about the knife. The overall length is 3.75 inches. Blade length is 3 1/4. And actually, I have to backtrack on what I said about the length. 3 1/4 inches is an okay length for me. It looks almost like a 4-inch blade, but it's not. It's 3 1/4. The blade material is S35VN, which is nice tough steel, but it is still sharpenable. But you can notice that it's a little bit of a tougher steel compared to some of the cheaper knives that I have. The handle material is titanium with like a stone wash to it. It can be left hand or right hand by changing the clip around, which is easy to do. It is a frame lock. And the other kind of cool thing in here, because this is titanium and it's not as hard as some harder steels, there's a little steel insert inside here. And I know that because on the next knife, well, I'll tell you about it then. It was designed by Dmitry Sinkovich, and I think I've seen some other of his knives that I really like. So that's this is actually the second one that I have. The first one I kind of went a little crazy with. I really wanted to anodize a knife. One of the first things I did is I bought this clip that's been blue anodized, and I think it's time. And I didn't do the clip, but I went online and I saw the YouTube videos of how to do it, and I was just astounded and amazed when they put voltage to it and went through the colors. So long story short, so I'll probably do a video on how I anodize this. But that stone washing on this, because these are the same knives, must be a little bit of a coating or something, because I could only get a couple colors out of this and they weren't all that brilliant. was getting like purple and a kind of a blue, and nothing other than that. So I sanded this down and polished it to a certain extent, and also ended up using this multi-etch liquid, which was scary at first, but then I kind of get used to working with it, and it's actually a pretty safe material to be working with. And then all of a sudden I start getting these beautiful brilliant colors, beautiful purple, gold. But I really wanted was kind of a green blue, and I think I got it. The other thing I wanted to do with this knife is I'd seen mirror. I've done mirror edges on all my blades, but I've never really done a mirror finish on a blade. So this will not win any awards for its mirrorness. Again, make sure I don't cut myself, but you can kind of see the difference between the two blades. And what I learned is this takes a lot of elbow grease, and you don't dare go to a different grit until you have all the lines from the previous grit out, because they don't go away. You just have to keep working at it. And I think I had a sore shoulder for a week after doing this, so I won't be doing this that often, except maybe to prove that I could do it maybe a little bit better than this. So it's kind of a cool knife. There's a little bit of color variation in the anodizing, but I kind of like the way it turned out. I like the style so much. I saw that there was one other one to the family, and that was the 0450 CF. And I would have to say this is the favorite of these knives. It's I don't have the specs in front of me, but it's a lot lighter weight than this. I was a little scared of this black coating on here being scratched and stuff, but it's pretty resilient. I haven't gone chop any logs with it or anything, but it's holding its blackness. It's the same steel material, and you kind of see my mirror edge on there. I've been going back and forth when doing bi-level or bi-angle, I think, or bevel edges, where I sharpen it to about 17 degrees and then come back and do it at 20. And the 17 is hard as hell to get it down to that level, and then once you do that, then you can go very light on the KME grinding stones to get the 20. But yeah, I'm still experimenting with the exact kind of edge that I like in these things. But this thing has the same action, but it is, oops, didn't close it all the way. But it's nice, fast. I'm still careful. I'm not a master knifeman guy. Anyhow, so if you want to see how these stack up against a couple other knives in terms of their size, this is the Spyderco Native 5, and blades a little bit longer. It's taller. It's I think it's a little bit thinner than the Spyderco. And this is the Kershaw Onion Leek. It's interesting because when I have this one, I think, oh, this is like a smaller knife that I've got, but it's about the same size as the blade is the same size as the Spyderco, and the body is only slightly smaller than. It might even be about the same size as the this one. So there you go. So that's my my fourth review of the ZT-0450, and it's you know, if they had a slightly different style of this, same model, I'd be buying it. Very happy with this knife. Thank you.